everybody, Beth Mitchell with Ambler Keenan Mitchell Johnson. I have here with me today your estate planning binder. We get lots of questions about what you're supposed to do with this binder because this contains all of your original documents for your estate plan, and you want to keep it in a nice, safe place. The problem with keeping something in a nice, safe place is that if you don't tell anybody where you've hidden it, they're not going to find it. So you need to make sure, first of all, that you've told people which hidey hole you've put this in so that they can go find it. The next question is, what place are you going to put it? Where are you going to hide this? So there's a couple different options. One, you could do a safety deposit box. As you can see though, this is big, and lots of safety deposit boxes are not that big. So you would have to pay for a bigger safety deposit box. I'm not a huge fan of safety deposit boxes because oftentimes what happens is people forget to add someone else as a signer to make sure that they know where the key is. So if somebody passes away, no one can get into the safety deposit box. So if you are going to use a safety deposit box, if you have a trust, put the safety deposit box in the name of your trust. If you don't have a trust, make sure you add somebody as a signer. And then make sure that they know about the box, because if they don't know where to go, they're never going to find it. Okay, so that's one choice. You could also keep this binder in a fireproof box at your house. That's personally where I keep mine. Now, it depends on what you keep in your fireproof box, but I don't keep a lot of cash or jewelry or anything like that in my fireproof box. It's mostly just my documents and things like my social security cards and passports, that type of thing. And so I leave the key in my box because if someone breaks into my house, they're just going to steal the whole box. But if they open it up and they see my estate plan, odds are they're probably not going to take this, although they will steal my social security card. So that's another option. The next option is a safe, or a safe that's bolted to the ground. Obviously that's the safest because someone cannot take it out of the house and your documents would be secure in there. After the Marshall Fire, we learned some lessons, and one of them is that a safe fireproof box, they're only rated to a certain temperature. And if an entire house or neighborhood burns down, odds are that your safe is not going to make it, that your fireproof box is not going to make it. And so in addition to this, we would recommend that you keep digital copies of your documents. We send copies of the documents out to our clients. You can save them on a flash drive, you can save them to the cloud. We also keep copies as well. I think it's a lot easier to give family members copies of those documents, especially the medical documents, so that they can actually get access to or get those to medical personnel in the event of an emergency. The other thing that you can do with this binder is you can use this as a place to organize information. So there are places in here where you can make things easier for your family by listing your life insurance policies. Life insurance companies will not reach out to your family and offer to give them money. Someone has to call them and claim the life insurance. They're not going to do that if they don't know about the policies. So keeping a list of the policies, really helpful. Location list. This is a place to list where you keep all your paperwork, whether it's your estate plan or your bank statements, if you get any, the deed to your house, the title to your car, your birth certificate, social security card, marriage certificate. This is all stuff people have to find, so you might as well tell them where you've hidden it. A list of your key advisors so that they know who to reach out to if they can't find information. A place to list your monthly bills so that they can make sure that the bills get paid, that the electric gets paid, the pipes don't freeze, all of those kinds of things. And then there's a place where you can do digital assets and passwords if you're feeling ambitious. Now, if you're going to fill this in, you need to keep it someplace really safe. But again, I think it's really helpful to have a list of this information for your clients. If you don't want to make a list of the usernames and passwords, don't, but then at least make a list of your accounts so that they know the checking account is at First Bank, and there's a savings account at US Bank, and there's a CD at Belco, and there's an account at Fidelity, and on and on and on. Because what happens is if they don't know to claim those assets after 3 years of inactivity, it's going to go to the state of Colorado. So you've worked hard, you want your family to get those assets, make a list. And you can use this binder to organize all that information. At the very back of the binder, there are directions. And this tells people what they need to do in the event of death or incapacity. They can always call us, and our information is all over this paperwork, but it's nice to have a list too. So what most of my clients will do is they will tell their loved ones, if something happens, go find the binder. It's at home in the safe or fireproof box, or maybe you keep it on your coffee table, right? Wherever it is you want to keep it, tell them where it is. And that's the best way to use this binder. You've done the work, let's make sure that your loved ones can find it. Thanks.